Alright, so last episode we started off here in the Carabao Cup final, trying to win this trophy for a second season in a row. Now you can see Liverpool made it 1-1, but towards the end of the game here, Jurgensen made a massive save for us and sealed the deal late on, and then added another goal just for extra measure here. The ball over the top to Garnacho. Unfortunately, it hit the post, but it fell to Jadon Sancho, who scored a hat-trick in this final to see Caicedo lift the trophy for a second season in a row. We then stood up against Man City here in the Prem. If we won this game, we would go a few points clear at the top of the table, and we do so here with a goal late on to win it 2-1. And Caicedo scored that incredible goal there to win to put us level in this game, and we scored a goal late on with Leroy Sané. Let's get into today's episode, which is going to be the series finale, and hopefully lift all the trophies we can. And to kick off the series finale here, possibly of the Chelsea crew, we're going to take on Liverpool here. We're currently top of the table. You can see they played 35 games. We have a game in hand of them, and this is their 36th game they're going to play. So after this game, they will have only 2 games left to play, only 6 points they could possibly get out of that one. If we win this game, we go 7 points clear at the top of the table. So if we win this game, we are officially crowned champions of the Premier League for a second season in a row. See, last episode, like you saw, we won the Carabao Cup. In today's episode, we're also going to face Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final. You can see that Wembley. Most likely we'll play a second team in this one and see how we can perform. So Crystal Palace aren't that hard of a team to beat compared to other teams we've faced in the series. And in the Champions League, we take on Barcelona in the final of that one. It's going to be a great series finale here. If we win this trophy, it will be the end of the series. If not, we'll do a season 3 and try to win this trophy again. Let's get into it and hopefully defeat Liverpool here to start the episode off and win the Premier League title at Stamford Bridge. And as always, going to enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel when they're ready. 2,000 subscribers, all hope getting this greatly appreciated. Let me know down below what team we should do next for our Chroma. We've got 3 teams that I'm possibly looking at doing next. We've got to be Sporting, Valencia, and maybe a QPR RTG series. I'm leaning more towards the Sporting Chrome mode because it will be more of a shorter term series, I do believe, and either Valencia and QPR afterwards. Let me know down below which of the series you'd like to see next after this one, and we'll start that in a day or two's time. Let's get into this one and hopefully lift the Premier League title here and into this game. Win the game. It's Liverpool here, looking to sim in this one though, but maybe a bit more dominant and beat us to win. To give themselves a chance, I'll see with this game, if they win it, they'll be a few points behind us at the top of the table and a chance at winning the title. So if we beat them, or at least get a draw, it's pretty much in our hands. A win here seals the title. A draw basically puts it up to the next game that we play. Liverpool just have to hope that we draw against them today and we'll lose the rest of our games this season. But that's most likely not going to happen because after this we have 2 fairly easy games and we're going to sim. I saw it going. That would have been an amazing pass. Good chance from Jules Koundé, Malagusto. That French connection in that position there, working well. Sané through to Osimhen, and that is 1-0. It's actually Palmer who went through. Cole Palmer scores, the captain, to make it 1-0. He's back from his 3-month injury last episode, looking to get back into form and win us games. And Sané with a great pass through there to Palmer. I felt like starting Sané in this game. I was going to start Madueke. I felt like Sané should have started this one because he's been more of an impact player in the team than Madueke has been since he's back from injury. And Sané gets the assist. We signed him in January for 30 million due to the injury that Madueke did have. And since then, he's been a great player in the team. He's literally took over the first team position. And I do prefer him over Madueke. I feel like in this game, Sané is just a little bit better. I think Madueke needs a bit more development in the series if it were to do so. I just feel like his end product isn't really there for Madueke. I don't know where it is about him. For some reason this year, I don't feel like he's got that much end product. But they were a Sané. Maybe it's just more the familiarity with Sané that I do have in recent years. I just know, but I can't do that. Pass was meant for Palmer, but it goes back to Andre Santos. So all over Liverpool here. Palmer here, perhaps looking for a second goal here. Palmer, finesse shot here for the Englishman. And that's going to be an easy set there for the Georgian shot stopper. Oh, lovely bit of skill there from him. Garnacho from range. Garnacho is straight into the path there. Mamashadi again. No, the skill to work to the shot was amazing. And the shot was a massive letdown. You would have seen people get off their feet, or get off their chairs onto their feet in the stadium, then instantly sit back down the second they saw that go into the hands of Mamashadi. How their centre-backs doing the most attacking in their team. Like I said, has opened up back in the back there, which means we've got a massive opportunity here. It's Palmer to Leroy Sané. Sané inside into Osimhen, but good defending there. Good steer there from Santos. Good clear. Lovely work there from Cole Palmer. Palmer out. Really bit of skill. Palmer back post. It's a great cross, and Sané is offside, unfortunately. That'd have been such a nice goal. I want to see the goal line decision, not the goal line decision, the offside decision there. It's got to be very close. It's fairly close. But in the end, Sané is offside there, and it's going to be 1-0 at half-time. Liverpool lucky. And it was just about, or maybe they're not lucky here because they're getting the ball away. Sané to Malo Gusto. One last opportunity. I thought the half was over, but they're giving the ball away to us here. We can't make him pay for doing so. Palmer hits it, and Palmer's denied by Marshall to save him again. Down into Salah here, into the box. It's a bad cross from him. It's going to be swept up anyway by DeMarco. Oh no, we're opening at the back of the Gakpo. McAllister, good save there from Jurgensen. I'm not sure why McAllister didn't shoot. He played a pass where he could have shot. Oh no. Liverpool have woken up in this game. Good block there. It's becoming very scrappy here. Szoboszlai, we just conceded such a poor goal. We just were calamitous at the back. I'm not so sure what just happened. I just couldn't control the ball. It just kept bouncing around and kept falling back to Liverpool players at every opportunity. Every pass or clearance I tried just didn't work out. It's a great finish by Szoboszlai. It's a great goal in terms of the finish, but the build-up to get to that goal was poor from Liverpool. It was just pure luck and scrappiness and bad play on our end. Good one from Modagusto to win it back to Modagusto. To Leroy Sané. DeMarco again, I see them letting go of Robertson and Trent has made their team harder to beat. Garnacho from range. Garnacho hits the crossbar. Osimhen. Penalty. We won a penalty. I'm not so sure about the validity of it. Maybe it was a pen, maybe it wasn't. We'll see here. I mean, there's got to be a pen, surely, right? He kicks him in the ankles and trips him up there. It's a pen here for us. Palmer will be stood over it most likely. The captain to put us back ahead in this game. It's actually Osimhen. Let's give it to Palmer. I feel like Palmer needs to be on it. Palmer has better pens as well. Cole Palmer. Give Chelsea the lead. And he's done so. And with that goal, if it stays like this, you're guaranteed the Premier League title. Palmer at the double in this game. He's played a great game. The scrappiness of Liverpool's goal to put in a back level has just been, well, nullified here. With a great penalty hit by Palmer. Nothing more really could have done about that one, even if he did dive. It's a great pen from him to put us back ahead. And Joe Gomez makes the error to give it a penalty that could have just seen them lose their chance, a very slim chance at that anyway, of winning the Premier League title. Here, as Liverpool attacking wise have woken up in this second half here. Kukurea, incredible defending against Mo Salah. Love that from him. Kukurea trying to stop him, can't do so. 75th minute of the game here. Chiesa, the Italian, driving forward. Ball into the box, far away though. Over to Gakpo. Gakpo, ball back in. Headed away by Kukurea to Garnacho. Looking for Palmer, but Gravenberch is in the way. Szoboszlai can't let him shoot. Oh no. This is McAllister, can't let him do the same either. And Jurgensen could save. Both teams know what's on the line in this game. Romero's now on for Joe Gomez. Not too sure what I made that change, considering they're losing this game. That's going to be okay. Kukurea stayed on his feet, thankfully. Kukurea forward to Osimhen, and Osimhen is surely going to score here. 1-on-1 with Marshall to seal the Premier League title, and he's done so. Victor Osimhen, a player we signed for 110 million at the start of the season, made us score the goal to win us a Premier League title here, was to secure it anyway. We take a 2-goal lead, a counter from the corner. Kukurea did incredible there to hold off that challenge. I thought he was going to go down there and it would have been the right call for Liverpool, but he stayed at his feet somehow. And that's a world-class finish from Osimhen, wrapping it into the far corner. And the title hopes have crumbled in front of their eyes here. And Stamford Bridge, that penalty. Shot is now on for them. With 10 or so minutes to go. Can Liverpool get 2 goals to see them get a draw? Caicedo, good double interception there. Caicedo, can we get another goal? Just to make it over and done with. Sané, oh, I can't flick it on there. So somebody could flick it to Osimhen there. Osimhen now. 90+3 here. Sané on the turn. Sané to seal the deal, but Marshall really makes a great save. The ball just kind of rolled away from us there, which gave Marshall a bit of time to recover there. But there we go, the title should have been won. It should be title celebrations, yes it is. And Chelsea have won back-to-back Premier League titles alongside 2 Carabao Cup trophies back-to-back. Let's get into the FA Cup final after this and hopefully win that one back-to-back as well. And win the UCL trophy for a 3rd time, I believe, in Chelsea's history against Barcelona. But first of all, let's cut to the trophy lift here. And here we are. Cole Palmer gets to lift the Premier League trophy here. I felt like he deserved it. Obviously out injured for 3 months. We're seeing Calcado lift 5 trophies now in this. I felt like it's a time for a bit of a change and to see who lifts the trophy. Obviously in the end it doesn't really matter. But Palmer, a highest rated player in the team, 92 rated, steps up to lift the Premier League trophy. And Chelsea are back here with 2 back-to-back Premier titles, 2 back-to-back Carabao Cup trophies. Can we make it 2 back-to-back FA Cup trophies? Let's find out here in a second and get into the Champions League final like I mentioned just before. And while it doesn't really matter now, but I can see our first improvable football win away from home at Everton with Palmer, Osimhen, and Palmer at the double with Kukurea also scoring again. Let's get into the Champions League, the FA Cup final with our second team, and hopefully lift that one. Hopefully they can play well as well, because we've got a very, very good second team that we haven't really seen much of this season. Let's get into the game and hopefully beat Crystal Palace at Wembley to lift the FA Cup final again. And well, here is that incredible second team. As you can see, obviously, usually Nicholas Jackson would be up front in our second team. I do want to play Mark Dew in this game. We haven't seen him in action for a while. As you can see, we've got great options on the bench. As you can see, we've got a stacked defence instead of some great quality players that can do the job in this game if we need to. See, our most important players in this game are like João Felix, Giovanni Quenda, Reece James, and an incredible backline as well. And the incredible midfielders, Lavia and Isego, are a great midfield pair, and we saw that when we used them last season in the first team a few times. Obviously, Cole was a great defender for us. Fofana was also very good for us. Let's get into this one, and hopefully our second team can lift the FA Cup and see Reece James lift the trophy. And it would be nice to see him do so as well. And some first teams. That's why I've been comfortable swimming with it in some big games. But here come Crystal Palace early on. There's Lavia. Good defending. So Renato Vega will give a few chances in the first team. He's very, very good. It's just like Kukurea and Lepek has been so good in this series. I've just not really thought about not playing him because of how good Kukurea has been. It's a very scrappy start to this game. So we know how good Crystal Palace can be. We did play against them, I believe, at one point last season. Here's Giovanni Quenda driving through the Portuguese talent here. Going through. Can he make it 1-0 here? Quenda hits it, and Quenda's denied there by Dean Henderson. Goal, possibly penalty called here, not given. If you said the defender coming over, I couldn't do so. Here's Oscar Mingueza, the former Barca talent. He was actually doing very, very good for Barca. So we ended up selling him. And since then, it's not really, I've not really heard anything about him. Here's Mingueza. Ball out here to Daichi Kamada. Good defending there though. No Eze, and apparently that's going to be a handball against them. Okay. It's Leroy Cole, good defending there from him, as we expect from him. That's what he used to do in the first team. Remy Lavia. Free to Giovanni Quenda. Giovanni Quenda now to find Mark Dew, his not former Barcelona Wonder Kid teammate. His fellow Wonder Kid teammate. And João Felix couldn't really get that through there. Partner bus tactic here. It's good work there from Renato Vega. Good control. Good pacer to get back there. Good recovery. Mikitadze. João Felix intercepted though. Back to Mikitadze though, but it's going to be back to João Felix. So we get that pass actually worked out. Felix. A little bit of skill, but Tuta reads it there. The Brazilian does well. Renato Vega, that should be yours. There we go. That from him. 34 minutes into the game. No goals yet. Some big chances though for us. Well, not really. Some big chances, like 1 or 2 chances really. It's Mark Dew here doing well. Not really a pass to find, but there's Mikitadze. Good work there from him. Tuta made a massive error. Mikitadze to make him pay. Dean Henderson could save. And the Nketiah. Oh no, there is a great save by Petrovic. A good save there from him. And we get the likes of Mark Dew, etc. Another 20 or so minutes to do something. And I'll bring on Nicholas Jackson. Ball out wide there. Ball into the box by Mingueza. Eddie Nketiah, good defender from Fofana, stopping him from getting a shot away. Isego. João Felix. Oh, good block there. But Isego picks it back up. Love to see that. Lavia in here to João Felix. Looking to feed through. Mark Dew. And it's great way there from the Spaniard. And he shoots and he scores. He heard I was going to bring on Jackson if he didn't do anything. And in the next 10 or so minutes, and he scores here instantly after saying that. And it's a great goal as well, great control there, sends the defender one way, goes the other. And Mark Ewer played that in the actual career mode where he could be the first team player. I think will be a very, very good striker. From what we've seen of him in this series, he's been such a good player. Right here, beats Dequar, not an easy job to do. And it's a great finish as well to beat Dean Henderson, to finally break the deadlock in this game. The Spaniard scores there for us. And since the first episode, when we have been using him now and again in the first one, so we just have a bunch of great strikers in the team. Jackson Osimhen, Mark Ewe, obviously the likes of Fofana, etc. Now just kind of been just sat waiting for opportunities in this series due to Osimhen and Jackson being the favourites due to obvious reasons they're higher rated. Quenda does well there, and Quenda's got a massive gap to get into. Quenda stopped there by Rob Holding of our defenders. Oh no, here comes Eddie Nketiah. Great save by Petrovic. It's an incredible save, ball back into the box, so headed clear by Fofana. No handball against the quad. Yes, it is handball. Okay, I was going to say that should be handball. And Reece James has a free kick. We saw what he could do for England IRL. Let's see if he can score one for us in this series. I think he did do that in the first episode, right? He scored a free kick against Wolves, if I'm not mistaken. But Reece James there from the free kick to make it 2-0 in the FA Cup final. James hits it, and he hits the outside of the post. That would have been such a great free kick as well. I feel like they were the two changes that would really do something for us. Other than that, I could bring on Sancho, but I feel like right now I do like Mikitadze's pace on the wing, and we do get to use it. But here is Jackson going through already here. Jackson showing the quality of an 85 rated striker, instantly getting a goal. Like I said in the first season, well, like I said last episode, in the first season, if you watched it, he was such a great striker in the first one, but you guys wanted Osimhen. We brought in Osimhen, and Osimhen, showed why he's a striker for us in this team, did incredible for us this season, and still has a game to play in the FA Cup final, in the Champions League final against Barcelona. But Jackson has been hot on his heels throughout this series. Mikitadze celebrates with Jackson there. And it's 2-0 here to Chelsea in the FA Cup final. You just to see it. Apparently Yusega's getting a yellow card. Not too sure what for, but he almost scored one, but he gets one away here. Kamada in. Header goes by Nketiah wide to the post though. And I feel like Mateta would have scored. Chukwuemeka is another player that I think could be a great player in the first team of another career. Here's Chukwuemeka going through. Every time we use him in this series, he's been so good. Literally in the past couple of episodes. And here he goes again. Chukwuemeka hits it, and Dean Henderson makes a great save, but he is so good on the ball for a 6'4" player. On the ball, he's incredible. Giovanni Quenda into the box. Not sure why he's on corners, not Reece James, but Renato Vega to Mikitadze. Mikitadze blocks it by Nketiah. To Raksaki, the young talent, I believe, for Crystal Palace. Ball into the box here, back post, and that's going to be a great save by Petrovic. Found for the offside though. But Petrovic in this game has been good. I have no idea. Love that. Mikitadze, can he get himself a goal? Mikitadze makes it 3. It would have been a penalty and a red card there for Crystal Palace if he didn't score. But a Georgian scores for us, and he's been such a great quality backup player in this series for us. I think he's another player that could cook in a first team as a left winger or a striker. So we brought him in to be backup striker, but he got converted into a winger because you guys wanted to see that. And Mikitadze, a great finisher, makes it 3-0. And that is the FA Cup wrapped up for a second season in a row. We win the domestic treble back-to-back. But next up is the European trophy. So last season we did win the Conference League. This season we're looking to win the Champions League. And the question is, can we do so? But first we have to defeat Barcelona to do that. One of the best teams in the world. Well, if not the best team in the world, but it's either them or PSG right now. Shot taken, Petrovic was saved. As Crystal Palace are trying to just ruin the clean sheet and get themselves a consolation goal. Shot blocked there, Renato Vega, good control, and that's going to be cleared, and that's going to be the FA Cup 1. Let's cut to the trophy. Our second team did incredible in this game. And let's see Reece James, the captain of Chelsea, is a player injured quite a lot IRL. Finally get to lift the trophy for Chelsea. Back fit in the first, well, not in the first team, but back fit into the team. And let's see him lift the FA Cup here at Wembley. And here we are, the domestic treble, won for a second season in a row. So we also won the Community Shield at the start of the season. So that's a bunch of trophies. We've won literally every trophy we've managed to try and win so far. Every final we've been in, we've won it. So going against Barcelona in this final here in the Champions League, the odds are in our favour, as we have won every final we've been in, like I just said. We've played some great teams in those finals as well. This was the easiest of the bunch though. against Crystal Palace. That's why I played it with our second team, to give them the opportunity to shine. And Reece James almost got a great free kick in this one, played great at right back, and had a great game overall. That's the FA Cup one that's getting to the Champions League final and hopefully defeat Hansi Flick's Barcelona. Alright, so here the UCL final against Barcelona, playing at the Bernabeu here, which is interesting to see. Obviously, Jules Koundé playing against this former team. The team was signed there from at the start of this season. Koundé also used to be in the Barcelona Academy, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he used to be a Barcelona youth talent. Let's get into this one. Madueke back into the first team. So he is a Chelsea original player. I felt like he deserved to play in the UCL final. He's been a great player for us in the series. It would be kind of bad to just sign a player in January and not have Madueke. If it wasn't for the injury to Madueke, Leroy Sané wouldn't be in the team. So that's why I'm playing Madueke here, to give him his flowers and give him his opportunity to shine. Here at the Bernabeu against Barcelona, so it would be great to see us lift this trophy in Barcelona's rival stadium, to just handle it a bit more of a sort in the wins to get into this one. And we'll check out the Barca team in game and see how good the Barca team are going to be facing is here in the UCL final. And well, here is the Barca team we're looking to beat here. As you can see, the likes of Balde, Araujo, some great players in their team. I see the likes of Dybala and Lewandowski, Yamal, Rafinha still there, Tomori and Marquinhos in the back line, Pedro de Jong in midfield, with Dybala right cam, Rafinha, Yamal down the wing, and Lewandowski up front. It's going to be a tough game. Let's get into it and hopefully lift the UCL trophy here at the end of this one, after defeating this incredible Barcelona team. See, Balde, I believe, has got an injury IRL right now. Dybala. Shot taken from range by Dybala, wide of the post. Dybala, Lewandowski, interception there from Malo Gusto. It's going to be a very, very tough game here, as we expected when we saw their team. Even before we saw their team, I expected this game to be hard. Osimhen, why not a tight angle for him, but that's going to be a good save force out to Sagan there. Into Lewandowski, back here to Rafinha driving through. The Brazilian still going here. It's great recovery by Jules Koundé, his former teammate, stopping him there. Good challenge by Andre Santos, the Brazilian, doing incredible things there in midfield. Lovely weather by Garnacho. Lovely skill here from him. Still going is Garnacho. Back into Santos. He's got room to hit one almost there. Lewandowski. Dybala blocks there by Jules Koundé. Koundé wins ahead of Garnacho. He can now run. Garnacho. In midfield, love to see that from him. And Garnacho's still going, but there is Tomori stopping him. Osimhen, no. Palmer. Really wet there from Palmer. Still going here. Palmer hits it. The captain denied by ter Stegen. But if we've been a better team, considered by Malo Gusto. Now the counter-attack Madueke here, to show why he's in the team, to show why Leroy Sané shouldn't have started. Madueke, ball back post, looking for Garnacho in the header. Garnacho just puts it wide of the post. Garnacho. Ball over the top here to Victor Osimhen. That's great play, but great save by ter Stegen. I'm not sure how he made that save, but he did do. That's all that matters, and it's going to be 0-0 at half time here. So going ball into the box, it's going to be Jurgensen to come out and collect. Love to see that from him, stopping Lewandowski from getting to a header there. There's one player on the pitch who can't head the ball. It's Lewandowski. Garnacho. Good play for him to go around Araujo. Garnacho still going here. Garnacho. Good move there. Palmer now. Palmer, finesse shot from him. Palmer blocked though by Marquinhos. Dybala does whatever. Koundé wins it back. Caicedo to Osimhen. Garnacho still going. Garnacho, it's going to be a free kick there for us. Barca defended well in this game. It's going to be a free kick here for us. We're going to go short here to pass it to Koundé. Why not? Koundé from range, straight into the path of ter Stegen. It's worth the effort. It wasn't really a pass on there. I just felt, opportunity to win it for Madueke. Ter Stegen rightfully hangs his head in shame. They have been so good up until that moment there. He had a carry-us moment there. He threw the ball out straight into the path of Garnacho. He then saved the shot, but unfortunately for him, it fell straight to Madueke. It was onside and ready to tap it in there. It's been a great game. Yeah, Anders Diaz, if we win it due to that goal, it will be kind of a bit of a tainted win in a way. We've got a bit of fortune there going our way, but a win's a win at the end of the day. Rafinha against his former teammate, and that's why he's not been able to get through. How is that? Is that a free kick for us or them? Because if that's a free kick for them, how is that a free kick for them? I've got the ball clear as day. Yamal through to Rafinha. Rafinha to try and level it. Jurgensen, what a save. Baller, there's Gavi, stopping, being stopped there. And Garnacho's making a good run there. Garnacho intercepted by Araujo. Lamine Yamal playing with an injury, you can tell. Pedri. Shot taken. Jurgensen, comfortable save. Palmer. Oh, it's a massive gap open here for him. Palmer. Pass. Osimhen to seal it. And Osimhen, what a finish. That's more like it. That's a nice goal to score. Unlike the other one that we scored, but Ter Stegen made a massive error. But Osimhen bags in the UCL final. Palmer with the assist. And Barca in this game have just capitulated it on here. They were playing so good up until that Ter Stegen error. And in the end, the defence has become wide open. And Osimhen just rifles it into the far corner there. No saving for Ter Stegen. He makes it 2-0. And as of right now, the Champions League trophy is coming back to London with Chelsea. After they won it, I believe was it 2020 they won it, but Palmer to make it 3-0 hit. Osimhen to rub salt in the wound even more. He has done so. The scoreline, maybe in the end, you could say it flatters as being 3-0. Barca have played great defensively. Going forward, they've not been the best. We've been good defensively as well. That's the only thing we can say. Jurgensen making some great saves. Ter Stegen doing the same for them. But in the end, we proved to be the better team. And Osimhen scores twice here in the UCL final. Back-to-back goals in quick succession. Here, Lewandowski. Pedri, shot taken. Jurgensen again, comfortable save. Alejandro Balde. Ball in. Lewandowski beating in there by Mickey van der Ven. Last chance of the game here for Barca to get a goal. Rafinha to Gavi. Gavi shoots Jurgensen, makes a save. It's going to be a corner for them. Referee just end it. Put them out of the misery. It's done. Even if they score here, it doesn't matter. They've lost the game. Ball in. And away. And there we go. Chelsea are not only back to the top of English football, but they're back to the top of European football here in a dominant fashion. It was such a great UCL final against Barca up until Ter Stegen made that massive error, which led to the Madueke goal. And then Osimhen with 2 back-to-back goals to seal the victory. And we played incredible defensively. Jules Koundé giving the secrets to how to defend against the likes of Rafinha and Yamal. Helps that massively. Cucurella, what a game he had. You may not see much of it, but he was so good at silencing Yamal. Well, you probably would have seen the lack of Yamal was down to the quality of Cucurella in that left back role. He's been so good for us in this series. And Cole Palmer here steps up to lift the UCL trophy, the captain of the team. And Madueke scored. It was a tap-in for him. He did score in this final. You'd have to see it for him. And Palmer here would have watched the trophy celebrations as a Man City reserve all those years ago when Chelsea beats Man City in that final. But here he steps up as a Chelsea player to lift the trophy. And you'd have to see after this game, after this celebration, we're going to check the stats and then also possibly see if maybe Cole Palmer or Osimhen can win a Ballon d'Or by 17th November, and seeing if one of those two players can lift the Ballon d'Or as well to end the series. We'll see if they can do so after one more trophy lift here for Cole Palmer. And before we get to see if one of our players can lift the Ballon d'Or here, Osimhen went 23-9. Cole Palmer 19 goals and 10 assists. So he was out injured for 3 months, so he missed a bunch of games, so he would have been higher in the goals and assist tally if he wasn't out injured for that long period of time. Mikitadze in the second team, 19 goals and 5 assists from him. Dewsbury Hall, 16-4. These two have been instrumental in our second team. Garnacho 10-2. Jackson doing great as well. Madueke, a decent season, playing 18 games, was out injured for 2 months. And then Sané came in and took some games away from him as well. Also with Giovanni Quenda. See, Sané came in, 6 goals and 5 assists from him. You just to see it. Let's get into November and see if one of our players, mainly Osimhen and Palmer, can lift the Ballon d'Or to end the series off in the highest way possible, winning all the domestic trophies possible, all the team trophies possible, and end it with the highest prestigious player trophy possible as well. And here we are, the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Let's see if one of our players is going to lift the Ballon d'Or trophy here. And it's going to be Victor Osimhen, who I believe had I can't remember, was it to play down goals and something, and a few assists that he did get. So Osimhen sets up here. So he scored twice in the Champions League final. Deserves this here. So it would have been Cole Palmer if he didn't get that 3-month injury. I do think Cole Palmer would have been player lifting this, but Osimhen does so. You see the Chelsea players clapping him on. It's a great way to end the series here. Winning every trophy possible and winning every final possible we was in. And also seeing Osimhen lift the Ballon d'Or here. And what a way to end this series here with Chelsea.